Okay, so this right here is a 1990 Honda Accord, and honestly, I'm at that point of just unknowable frustration right now because I have checked, well, I've replaced the fuel pump on this thing. I'm kind of in the process of troubleshooting the ECU, replaced the main relay, checked the main relay, and I still don't have fuel pump priming. And when I replaced the fuel pump, I was kind of dumb in the sense that I did not check the plug to see if I was getting power. So right now I'm operating on the assumption that my new fuel pump is good and that I'm getting power. So the only other thing I can think of to do right now is to replace the fuel filter because somebody on a Facebook group recommended it. So replacing the fuel filter on this Honda Accord, very easy and actually kind of refreshing. Granted, working on this car overall has been pretty easy. It just, I'm frustrated, to be honest. I can't think of what it is. Fuel pump, check. Relay, check. Fuses, every single one, checked. ECU, kind of checked. Like, meh. I'm getting spark, so I kind of ruled out the ECU. I'm not too sure if the ECU is good or not. But, like, I took it out, lights are on, going, all that stuff. So, I just don't know. I really don't know. So yeah, how to replace a fuel filter on a 1990 Honda Accord. Will it solve my problem? Probably not. Does it need to be done? I don't know. Should I do it anyway as preventive maintenance on a 180,000 kilometer car that has 30 years old and has sat for the past 10 years? Probably.
Oh, I took the intake manifold thing off. That came off, which is why there's so much more room. Anyway, I already had the new fuel filter, and I thought I might as well replace it. I want to try and pull this out and see what's in here. Oh, I gotta pull it out anyway because I gotta get to the fuel filter right there. But it looks like these are some vacuum lines. This vacuum line went to the intake, and there's nothing else that's loose anywhere that I can see. Okay, so I guess this step is to pull whatever this is out. I'm just wondering what's in here. Yep, that's the kind of day that this is going to be. Okay, let's get a 10mm socket, see if I can just unbolt the whole thing. Denso sensor assembly map. So that's my map sensor. Yeah, this is all going to vacuum lines apparently. So I'm just gonna seal this thing back up because it seems like there's no reason to keep it open. So yeah. Okay, so first I'm gonna take this banjo bolt off the fuel filter right here. This big beastie boy. That is a 17mm. Oh shit, there's fuel in there. So there is fuel pressure. Something tells me I'm gonna need a new set of these washers. Now I need a 14mm wrench for the other side. So I watched the Car Guy video from like 11 years ago. Since I don't really know if this car actually has fuel or not, all I know is I don't hear the fuel pump. What I'm thinking is crank it, see if fuel comes out of there, hope the car doesn't catch on fire. Well, that looks bone dry. So apparently you're supposed to use some kind of special wrench to get this off. But I don't actually have one. So I'm gonna have to just go the full yeetness carefully. Oh yeah, there we go. That turned. Turned. I'm just going to take the top main one out right here, the big ones. I'll pull them out. Then
Okay, here's the old fuel filter. Still full of rancid old fuel. That is kind of gross.
So next step is just to take this thing apart, take this bolt off, put the other bolt in, and it should slide right back in there. It's a simple process overall. So here's the new fuel filter and the old fuel filter, and I think they might be the exact same fuel filter. This new one is made by a company called Prolator, Pure Oil, or Pure Oil, Prolator. Yeah, exact same one. What are the chances of that? So I'm pretty sure this fuel filter has probably been changed already. Made in China, made in China. And what do you know? They include the same copper washers. The fuel inside this fuel filter is just so rancid. It just feels sticky to your fingers. It's gross. That. Okay. Old fuel filter. New fuel filter. Okay, yeah, you can see there's a little notch back here that lines it up just like that perfectly. Okay, yeah, that's gotta be tight by now.
Okay, so now the next step to getting this thing together is to take this little banjo right here and slide the bolt through. Now what you want to do is you want to use these copper washers. So the two bigger ones are going to go on the outlet side, and the smaller one's going to go on the inlet side. I'm being super careful because I don't want to drop these and spend like 4 years looking for. Okay, so got one on top right here, just like that, top one. And that's going to go into here, and then underneath that's going to be the other one. Towards the bottom, slide that right in there, and then tighten it down. Damn it! It fell off. And I can't get a brake. Seriously, I cannot get a brake. Okay, I'm going to call this a brake because it fell right underneath the car. So this time I'm going to be even more careful. Oh, there's a plastic cover you gotta take off. That feels pretty solid. Now there's a small little copper washer here, I believe goes into the one next door.
Now when I took this filter off, there was no washer or O-ring inside there. I thought that was a bit weird. I guess now we have our solution. Something tells me it might have been easier to put that one in before I tighten those two bolts on the top. So I'm going to loosen those two bolts on the top and then move it around a bit and slide it in. When this thing is running, it'll be like a brand new car. So the fuel filter is in. Now to reinstall this little vacuum box thing. Just like that. There it is right there. That little cover thing is on. And right down there is a new fuel filter. So, going to try to start the car. Do I think it'll work? Probably not, but we'll see. So I'm not even going to start the car. I'm just going to see if I hear any fuel pump priming noises. For most of you guys, this is kind of where the story ends. So I turned the key and no luck. Didn't have any fuel pump priming noises, so that didn't fix the issue. But at least I now have a new fuel filter in the car. So I'm gonna drop the tank again and see what the problem is.